Hello and welcome to Lance Robbins NFL Draft Preview 08. I'm Lance Robbins. I'm going to be breaking it down position by position, telling you who I believe are the top 3 players in each position who will go on to have the most success in the NFL. Now, I have had success in past drafts in predicting players' futures. For instance, in 2006, my number 1 linebacker on my draft board was DeMeco Ryans out of Alabama.
7th linebacker taken overall, 2006 Defensive Rookie of the Year, and has had 2 outstanding seasons for the Houston Texans. Also, Nathan Vasher, 4th round pick, my number 2 cornerback on my draft board, a 2005 Pro Bowler, and a valued defender for the Chicago Bears. Jeremy Trueblood, 5th tackle taken overall, 2nd on my 2006 draft board, and has 29 starts already for the Tampa Bay Bucks. Frank Gore, 5th running back selected, 1st on my board, though the 2005 draft has been an injury-prone one for running backs. Now, I'm not always right. I do have quite a few wrongs, and here are a few of them. Greg Esslinger was my top center in 2006, has yet to get on the field. Greg Blue, safety out of Georgia, was my number 2 safety in the 06 draft, has 2 starts and no interceptions. Joey Harrington, need I say more? We still believe in you, Joey. So let's get down to business. Offense first, the quarterbacks. My top quarterback is everybody's top quarterback. That's right, Matt Ryan, quarterback, Boston College. Accurate pocket passer, uses good footwork, can roll out left or right. Had a terrific college career, even though he never had a top-tier receiver. My number 2 guy is Eric Ainge out of Tennessee. Good size, quick release, and good decision-making. Battled an injury to his throwing hand last year, but shows a strong enough arm and a good understanding of game situations to exceed at the next level. My number 3 guy is Chad Henne out of Michigan. Strong arm and an aggressive leader. He began his final season as a sure first-rounder, but injuries took that away from him. Honorable mention is the unmentioned. As you see, there's no Joe Flacco on my draft board. Too many strongest arm in the draft incidents leave me asking one question. Achilles Smith, anybody? Moving on to running backs. Darren McFadden, my 1A, shows the same burst of speed to turn the corner on NFL linebackers that Adrian Peterson showed. Could we possibly have 2 superstar backs in back-to-back drafts? My 1B is Jonathan Stewart. Amazing feat for a 230-pound back. Good speed and explosiveness. 3 outstanding seasons with the Ducks. My number 2 guy is Thomas Brown, a sleeper pick. There's a chance he may not even be drafted. Similar situation to Priest Holmes, as Thomas was injured last season, only to be replaced by sensational freshman Noshawn Marino. My number 3 guy is Felix Jones. A shifty back, but there's questions out there asking about his durability to be an every down back taking on 250-pound linebackers. Honorable mention goes to Tony, the Missouri Tiger Temple. Offensive lineman. Jake Long is the consensus number 1. Will he be an Orlando Pace Joe Thomas type or a Robert Gallery Tony Mandrich? I believe he and Joe Thomas will be battling over a first-class plane ticket to Hawaii every year for many years to come. My number 2 lineman is Brandon Albert out of Virginia. I hope he stays at guard because he'll have John Madden going replay crazy as he often does for all good O-linemen who pancake linebackers and engulf safeties. My number 3 guy is Gosder Charalus. Good size and extends his arms well in pass protection, a legitimate left tackle. He did have false start issues late last season, but nothing a disciplinarian at offensive coordinator can't handle. Honorable mention goes to Drew Miller out of Florida, a smart guy who played multiple positions on the line and could make an impact after a couple years as a backup. Wide receivers. Deshaun Jackson is tops in my book, on speed and punt return ability alone. The Deshaun rule had teams punting away from him in Pac-10 play all last year. Elusive on smoke and bubble screens, and good for the occasional reverse. Number 2, Mario Manningham. Like Jackson, he uses quickness and speed to beat defenders, a very productive receiver. Devin Thomas. A good downfield threat with size and athleticism to be a number one, possibly down the road. Honorable mention is an apology to Lima Swede and Malcolm Kelly. Far too many 6'4" and taller receivers have not turned out to be Randy Moss and the like. Tight ends and fullbacks. John Carlson out of Notre Dame. Good hands, comes from a good offensive system, and understands spacing when running his routes. Dustin Keller, Purdue. Well-rounded target with good athleticism. Jermichael Finley out of Texas. Athletic enough to split wide out in goal line situations for the corner fade route, and has the ability to make the occasional circus catch. Left Texas as only a sophomore. Honorable mention goes to Peyton Hillis, fullback Arkansas, a solid run blocker who knows his job well. Here's a quick look at some 2009 offensive prospects. Alex Boone, offensive tackle, Ohio State University. He could be the next big tackle out of the Big Ten. Noshawn Marino, a redshirt sophomore, will command a lot of attention from SEC defensive coordinators.